A lot of cheers for each of the players in the audience there.
So in the top, we have Rain.
Ooh, see, he was right.
And in the left, we have Light.
No, that's Rain again, I think.
He already has 2 bases.
Oh, no, you were right. Okay, my bad. I guess that makes sense. If one guy's that guy, the other guy has to be the other guy. Ooh, it's me, Rain. With, that was the Nightmare Before Christmas font we saw back there.
Yeah, so these spots better for Light than Rain. Back of the main of Rain is shown to Light rather than vice versa. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this, I don't know, I'm feeling Light right now. He's just been playing some magnificent StarCraft. He's really on point.
The last game really impressed me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he really was just on top.
He nailed it.
Of every moment, every second of that game.
Yeah, and the amount of bases he took during the push, that is probably the hardest thing to do macro-wise.
In the last game?
Yeah, in the Eddie game, right?
No, I was talking about the most recent one we just had, where the two
Dragoons
the
Fighting
died.
Spirit. Yeah. No, that was good. He punished him real hard there for sure. But well, the Eddie game I think is for me the one where I'm like, oh, okay, Light's on a different level now. Like the fact that he took 4 bases during that push. That's like what you see Flash do, where you're like, oh my God, how does anyone ever win against this? This is so crazy. So Light is he's playing awesome. Now this map, Sylphid, as long as you don't die early on, you can get a lot of bases as Terran. You can kind of get up to 5 bases.
Yeah, that's very true.
Maybe we should call it 4.5 because the
mineral
base
only?
that makes a triangle base. Well, actually,
oh, you mean the one
better.
closer to the actual middle? Excuse me.
Yeah, the ones in the middle have reduced minerals and gas, so they're like, it's kind of a little bit more than a half base, I guess. But yeah, anyways, you get so many bases, you can really get your macro flowing on this map. And Light has shown us he's very strong in that situation.
Now, let's also point out that that last game, the smallest error caused a butterfly effect game where everything from that moment stemmed from there. And maybe we would have had a game where Rain could have won. Those positions can be pretty strong for Protoss against Terran.
Yeah.
But Rain, I think, pulled the trigger a little bit too soon by actually trying to just kill the tank. I mean, you don't have to kill the tank.
No.
In these builds. If you can kill it, that's great. And it definitely makes Terran get on their knees, so to speak, in the early game. But honestly, I would say that play there, that little small decision was a little bit surprising from Rain.
Yeah.
2 Dragoons trying to confidently gun down a tank with only 2 Dragoons?
Yeah.
With a bunker there? Kind of crazy. I think we're going to see more conservative, at least engagement play here from Rain, I think.
Kind of have to get lucky to get it in that situation. I mean, if you get it, it's really strong, but I mean, you're not supposed to get it is the big thing. It's always a mistake from Terran if you do end up getting it. So we'll see what Light wants to do here. Oh, this was a gasless expand, wasn't it? I wasn't really keeping my eye out. But yeah, it looks like it was a gasless expand from Light again.
And so Protoss is going to be expanding just a little bit later here than Light.
Looking for any sort of proxies, possible proxy robo, anything like that. You can see where his SCV is scouting right now, 2 of them, in fact. Out on the map. Oh, what's that out in the middle of the map?
Factory. Let's get our history books out, guys. Let's not forget that Flash defeated Rain. And by the way, Rain's been following the same patterns in the series that he has in other series. Flash defeated Rain with a similar, actually I shouldn't even say similar, the same technique. So we know that Rain likes to apply pressure, and we see one of the reasons why he likes to do that because he likes to snipe that tank at the entrance. Now, the problem is that if a Vulture is made in a factory that's not contained to the natural or the main of the Terran, well, that Vulture can avoid all contact with the Dragoons for almost the entire game. Oh my God. And double trouble if he spots that Citadel. I don't think he will. It's more normal to loop through. He doesn't see it. But let's go back to the main idea here. The Vulture runs around and just plant some mines in the natural and the main here of Rain, I don't know what Rain's going to do, because he can walk back home, and also he can end up walking through the mines as he retreats back home. There's no robo out yet. And this is a very quick DT drop, by the way. Rain really going for very modern play here.
It's
modern meta play, I should say.
Yeah, this is something that is very deadly and could end up killing him. But of course, just the fact that he's going to have vultures out on the map is something. Oh my God! If he scouts, if he goes down and sees that, okay, he sees a robo. Is he going to go down and see it?
He might not, dude.
He saw that there was a pile in there before, but
a lot of times you try to check the upper right.
There's
and you
things
go back.
missing though. There's things missing. Like he should know that.
Well, he's not going to do it. It looks like.
Yeah.
By the way, the tank was almost sniped, by the way. We didn't have a shot of it on camera. Now, there's 2 vultures. I'm sorry, actually 3 out now.
And certainly he should have mines. Throwing down a turret, so that's at least... Oh, whoa, whoa, you got a repair! Oh, he got Volt. He got speed.
Yeah, speed instead of mines. The speed vultures come in. They're going to dive into the main. This will not curb the DT production and the shuttle production, by the way. That's already started. But 1 Dragoon to clean this up. In theory, you could, depending on how quick you are. At the same time, Rain is taking some damage on these Dragoons back at home. Both vultures still alive, still killing probes. 1 vulture now. He doesn't see the tech. It's actually insane that we have...
I think he just saw it. I think he just saw it with that vulture. So if he's... I mean, he saw the robo as well, so he should be able to put this all together. Wow, he's killing a lot of probes right now. This is big for Light.
This is a real balancing act on all sides to make sure that you're both defending and attacking at the same time. A slip up on either end could cost you the game. Fortunately for Light, he's kept his tank alive outside that bunker.
Oh my God.
Where's the shuttle?
I think he skipped it for now because he's lower. No, I guess it's about to go to the main base.
I'm just not seeing it. I just don't know where it is.
I think it's going to the main base right now.
Ah!
Okay,
oh my God, this is too many mines.
That is a lot of mines right now. Getting some serious damage on, but let's see what this DT drop does.
Where? Oh my God, there it is.
Might be able to keep him in this game.
He can get the SCV making the academy.
That would be huge.
Forgot what that unit was called. He could get that and actually stop this game. He's going to come up here. He might. No, he will not try to go into the main or try to kill that turret. The tank's still very present here. But Rain's multitasking, but getting to flounder as he's trying to defend so much back at home. He's not gone and killed off this turret just yet.
Oh, that's a huge kill right there. No units in the main base to help clean up. He does have a turret, though, and he can build his defense around that.
Oh my God, how is that? Is that really just exactly the range of a turret's vision? That's so insane. That did not look right, but
nope, doesn't
cannot disagree with the coding of the game. And now because of the 1 turret, he's able to push with the 2nd one to try to reclaim his main. Both these players black-eyed here in this game, as nobody has come out without a lot of bruises, a lot of scars.
This is crazy right now. He is turret pushing down, so he'll retake his main. But look at the damage, right? He's losing, he had to cancel his academy. He's losing a ton of depots here, but he killed so many probes before.
Yeah, getting these depots is so annoying here, because it's hard to really push in here with mines and reclaim them. And that's, I think he might even get this bottom one here, which is
no units
huge.
are being made. No SCVs are being made, right? I mean, it is
that's
a giant
good point.
deal.
I was thinking about the army Artosis. You're totally right. Yeah, he can't make any more SCVs right now.
Yeah, so his economy is not like he wants it.
And dude, this is so sick.
Into Reaver?
Yeah.
The madman.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to push down with the mines. Oh my gosh.
Here's what's additionally cool about this, by the way, is that he can pick up these DTs later with the shuttle when the drop comes in.
Yeah. That would be hilarious if he actually saves this little guy. My God. So yeah, it was looking so unbelievably good for Light. He even killed some of those Dragoons we couldn't even comment on because so many things were occurring.
Okay, the shuttle.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Oh, please get us the real shot that matters. Okay, thank you. He's like, but wait, a probe might get killed. It's like, dude, you're gonna give me heart problems.
Yeah, I don't know what that shuttle's thinking about right now, but it's not gonna get anything done. He
sees the Nexus over here. This will be reclaimed if Observer Tech's here, and I have to imagine it is in the game. And Terran is interested in expanding pretty safely, by the way. Wait a minute, was that shuttle actually empty?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
He just flew it out there to kind of psych him out?
Not 100% sure, but yeah, it definitely could have been. Okay, so two DTs still after. Look at that. He waits for the tank to leave, goes back after the depot. So much patience. Well, I guess that's about as good as you're going to get. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
now he's going to rotate over and get it.
So the 1-2 punch. Okay.
Rain is certainly getting as much done as he can.
I have to say, for the insanity of the early part of this game where most, even pro gamers would have died, oh my god, if he can actually drop the command center, that is so crazy.
Look at this. What am I even seeing? Okay, he cleans that DT. I think that the Reaver has to leave the main now.
He needs to respect the fact that the number of tanks is high enough. You can't even drop a Reaver out without it being just shot down before the Scarab can fire. Okay, not bad by Light. I like the idea, but Rain's defense is really good. Talk about a nail-biter of a game. I mean, Light knows if he wins this game, he wins it all out, and he got himself into a positional advantage, but Rain powered through with the tech that he had and really fought back well with those DTs.
Yeah.
A really dramatic game.
Yeah, if he had not gotten that DT drop off, this game would have already been over. We'd have a champion, but right now, I mean, this is still anyone's game. Look at this. Look at this.
God, the shuttle. The Wraith
God,
is going to be able to hit this. Can Dragoons come in here and save the day? Wow, good instinct. He knows there's going to be Dragoons out on the map.
I almost feel like he should have dived on that. I think he might have gotten it.
I'm not so sure.
It's a hard call. But you can see he's playing with that kind of mentality right now, where he's not taking some of these risks in this situation. I think he's pretty content to just defend right now and macro up.
More gateways are coming down now. Oh, this, again, we've talked about this before. It happens more often than you think. Early DT play, because you eventually, as the game turns into a macro game, you make a Citadel to get Zealot leg speed. We have a couple situations in each of the matchups where you'll see that one of these structures made a second time in a row because these guys are hardwired to follow a certain algorithm.
I think it happens with the Citadel more than maybe anything else.
I think so, because Protoss get into these unusual techs and try to transition into a normal game. And one thing is you can never forget the Citadel, because it's one of the most central things that allows you to catapult yourself into late game. By the way, that shuttle does survive, but he's going to have to let that thing get some more shields. Maybe even get shuttle speed, I don't know, if he's going to use that any further. Oh, he canceled it. Good save.
Okay, Stargate coming up right now. I think probably he's going to go into Arbiter Tech. Yeah,
I think 100%.
Seems like he definitely has to.
I'm getting a little bit worried for Light here. I feel like Light's stabilized, but Rain has outpaced him.
He might have, especially when I look at that factory placement.
Ooh.
Like, this is actually, it sounds weird, but if you look at his factory placement, does he have enough room to fit like 9 factories in that base
really important
in the same screen?
This is so important what you're mentioning. The same thing can happen to Protoss if they're very sloppy with their pylons all over the place, where you don't actually have enough room for just more gateways.
Yeah. The thing is, it's more important to get your factories up than make sure they're in a perfect location, and it's been kind of a crazy game, so I understand how and why this can occur, but he's going to have a harder time macroing. Like, you want as many buildings on one screen as possible, and you want everything else to be so close by so that you can very quickly do your rounds. Here, I don't know where he's going to be able to fit them. It's going to be across at least 2 full screens, I would say.
In the late game of StarCraft, macros become so important. We're seeing this here with the gateways. You need to be able to vomit out a huge army very quickly.
Vomit out.
You can be both playing perfectly, and then you don't make 4 factories or 4 more gateways.
Yeah.
And just get overpowered.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw, again, that Eddie game that was so impressive. He went to 9 factories really quickly. He had like 7 or 8 on one screen. You know, and that's like, you will macro that very, very quickly.
So Rain is about to get maxed out here. Terran is beginning to set up to relocate the defending army here of Rain with his drop. But there's a forge here, and actually look at the placement. You can't really run vultures into this base. I just noticed that. Yeah, it's a StarCraft 2 building positioning, Artosis.
Yeah, well, he's an old StarCraft 2 pro gamer. All right, so, I mean, still a good drop. Definitely a good drop there. Looks like Rain walking around towards the space.
Oh, is he just gonna barbarian his way in here?
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think this is one of the only ways he could lose the game. Okay.
This, yeah, I don't know about this one.
Well,
let's see.
There are enough vultures. Well, maybe not actually.
No, I don't think so.
No. Well, okay. So
yeah, I don't think that was actually worth it for Rain. Maybe,
well,
he feels like it was.
A couple factors here. One is that, as you were saying, Artosis, Terran can get other bases up fairly easily.
Yeah.
So even though that base is going to mine out, I think it's still a mistake.
Well, he's gonna get that mineral base up right now. You see, he is taking that at the moment. Look at this. This is a great move. Without those vultures running around and blocking the ramp. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, this is really intelligent because it's actually hard for Protoss to get their army there if they don't have something to spot, and he's just going to pick up those vultures and drop them over there.
Moves like that are so big right now.
And now this base isn't being mined from. And again, why did Rain try to, I don't know, Hulk smash his way through the third base for Terran when he was maxed out? He probably could have set up for a good recall and had a cleaner victory. I mean, a lot of times when you have many skirmishes in the early game, by the way, Rain is A-class here for just taking this out. He'll be able to remine here immediately.
Yeah, and he didn't lose that many probes, so
right.
Not as effective from Light as maybe it could have been. Light continue to macro though. Look, the supplies are getting a lot closer right now. Rain still has not remaxed after that attack into the third.
Sending probes down here to the bottom. This is actually a dicey move. It's really hard to get units to the space down here in the bottom right with vultures on the map. EMP is being upgraded. Do we actually have an Arbiter out? Oh, of course we do. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Okay, let's see what he can get done here. Laying a few mines here and there. Ooh, nice pullback on the probes.
Jeez, man.
Good defense from Rain. Yeah, he's got that mineral base up. He has the option to take another. I feel like from here you want to max out, though. It's really important.
I think you need to max out and look for the recall.
I really want to see the main base layout of Light right now and what that looks like factory-wise. How many factories does he have? He has to have at least 8 right now.
Wow, a fairly naked, natural expansion there. And Terran's beginning to grow into the upper left in a location, and also the way the pattern in which Terran's expanding, and it doesn't seem like it's really easy to stop that, right? I mean, the tanks are well positioned, but Rain goes for the weakness this time around instead of the strong spot, even though it's the same location he's attacking into again. There's much less tanks over here. Now, even though there's less tanks, it seems like the rest of these tanks are going to come down here. A stasis over there, but the position of the vultures.
Yeah. Well, he's running so many units up through these little tiny choke point.
Yeah.
And I don't see what he's getting done here.
Protoss want to take big fights in open areas, not tiny bottlenecks, especially with a defensive matrix like that. This may be the fight that actually costs Rain the game and ultimately then costs him the series.
Yeah, I mean, that's the second time he did that, and he's dropping from max supplies, losing, so many units falling. Light wants these trades. He really does. It's taking him a little bit to max out, but his upgrades continue to flow.
So, I just don't know that Rain can recover. When Terran gets to 5 bases, you basically can't have a bad fight like what we saw back there. That's like the dream.
You better have a really big bank if you're going to, that's for sure.
And he does not have that. He's going to again try to attack down here.
I don't think he'll commit there ever again.
No, I don't think so.
I think he's starting to learn his lesson.
And here's where the Terran army begins to try to catch and hunt the Protoss' army.
Yeah, it's on 2-2. I'm sure that +3 is on the way.
I can only imagine an EMP on the 2 Arbiters would end up with Protoss having absolutely no options here.
Yeah.
In fact, there's even a vessel for each Arbiter.
If he can get an EMP off.
Plus
the Arbiters are the only good thing about Rain's army right now.
+3 attack, +2 armor.
Trying to push it back.
Out of all the moments in the game, late game I should say, that Protoss fear, it's when the +3 attack, +2 armor is finished. Because siege tanks just take way too long to die for you to be able to hold your ground and sustain your army. Another Nexus is being made. I mean, Rain's macro is incredible, but I think that Light has outpaced him. He should win this game with just superior numbers. Also, it's not as difficult on this map as it is on others for the Terran to comb the map and basically isolate the Protoss army and then move in for the killing move.
And he's doing that right now. Okay, 1 EMP on that Arbiter. We got 1 left.
And again, I think even with a stasis on almost every single tank, I think the reinforcements come in here.
Yeah, even the best stasis might not do it here.
Oh my God, and that was actually among the worst recalls you could have. And as this attack comes in, the amount of splash damage that's being dealt is just so insane.
This could be just about it. The
Little bit
Zealots
of a
are
late
almost gone.
A little bit of a late scan. Rain doing a little bit more damage,
Yeah.
but ultimately it's just Dragoons against so many tanks. And we know that with the next wave coming in, GG, Light pushes through and he did it. And wow, look at that. You can see how happy he is.
Well, this guy has been a pro gamer for 13 years, and he has not won a championship. He's never even been to a finals. Here he is, the champion of KSL Season 4.
Unreal. And Rain, look, I think it was with about everybody else here. He was supposed to win this, but Light played better, frankly made better decisions, whether it was technical decisions in the long run, like what we saw in this most recent game, or split-second decisions like we saw in the game where Rain's 2 Dragoons were damaged and Light followed the exact perfect strategy, build, and tactics to win it.
Yeah, he really came very well prepared today. He was so crisp in all of his timings, in all of his build orders, in all of his reactions. His macro was really unequaled. Amazing play here tonight from Rain, and a very well-deserved victory. I have no idea what he's still doing in that booth. I need to see him get out of there. Let's see him cry those tears of sorrow, Rain.
Well, I mean, talk about a journey that's come to an incredible ending here. Oh, not so fast. We gotta wait until it's safe.
No, go. You were right.
What if those smoke blasts hurt his hands? All right, he made it. And now he gets to have what I think is the nicest looking trophy we've ever had in a tournament.